I'm Allie Hoxie in Grosse Ile Township. It was back in 2020 that I spoke with resident Kyle DeBose. It was then that he started an online petition urging Wayne County officials to come up with a plan to fix the Parkway Bridge behind me. Now, I recently spoke with the Director for Public Services. He tells me they're still coming up with that plan. Has anything changed since then?
I couldn't believe it was 5 years ago. It feels like it was much shorter, and really there's been no plan, really, that I can tell, long-term plan since then.
Kyle DeBose is an 8th-generation resident of Grosse Ile Township. So for him, problems with the Parkway Bridge is nothing new. His family is frustrated with another closure, which could last 8 weeks. And that means setting aside money for the only means off the island, the toll bridge.
I'm a family of 4. I've got 2 kids. Daycare is expensive. I budget everything. So yeah, for these next 2 months, I'm hoping it's shorter or hopefully not longer. I've got to set aside money, hundreds of dollars every month.
It was back in 2019 that 7 investigator Heather Catallo uncovered underwater inspections on the bridge were skipped for 10 years between 2007 and 2017. The director of the Department for Public Services for Wayne County, Dio Akiemi, tells me they now do inspections 2 times a year. During this latest inspection, rust was found on the steel plates, an ongoing issue.
This project is to go there, remove the rusting part, and replace it so that we can keep the traveling public safe.
Akiemi has been the director for the Department of Public Services for the last 7 months. I asked him about people living on Grosse Ile Township being forced to use the toll bridge.
The plan is not to reimburse people for toll.
How come that's not part of the plan?
How come that's not the plan? Good question. The bridge gives access to the community. There is responsibility on our part to keep people safe. So this is a normal routine maintenance, but that was not put in the budget.
He says within the coming months, the department will be putting out an RFP or request for proposals and potentially replacing the bridge. You're looking into funding to do that?
We're looking at all our options. I don't know what it's going to be.
Akiemi says once they know more about the future of the bridge, the department will provide transparency on the next steps to people who live on the island. But DeBose says he has his doubts, saying transparency has been lacking. Do you trust in that and his words?
I wish I could. That they're looking at a long-term plan is something that I'm happy about. What I'm not happy about is they've promised things like public hearings, things like that, going back years now, and we have got nothing.
There are so many aspects of this bridge, and Heather Catallo has done in-depth investigations. You can find links to those investigations on our website at WXYZ.com. Reporting in Grosse Ile Township, for 7 News Detroit, I'm Allie Hoxie.